Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna try not using this thing too. So I'm gonna be redoing my pathway speech. I guess one of the things I was watching my own speech last time. Thank you for recording it for us. And I noticed I'm just reading the whole time basically. I didn't even look up almost. So I'm gonna practice looking at you guys more. And I think that was what there was another gentleman. I don't think he's here. He brought it to my attention that I need to read less. So my speech is going to be about me, how I got into construction, and about my construction business. I'll start by introducing myself again. I'm really bad with names. Maybe some of you guys are too. So my name is Dmitri. I joined Toastmaster for a few different reasons. The first one is I have a fear of approaching people, I realized. Just coming up to new people and just starting to talk to them, and that first step is really hard for me. Usually when I get going, I do okay. But that first step is really difficult for me. So this is one of the things I'm working on improving. The second thing is I get super nervous when I have to talk in groups of people. And for me, I start sweating. I forget everything. I go blank. That's why I was reading probably most of the time. And that's another thing I'm working on improving. And last one is I want to improve my communication skills. For my company, I'm usually the one that organizes the monthly safety meetings. And before, I would always pass the talking roles to other members, my staff, and I have to do almost nothing. Now I'm trying to challenge myself and do more of that little speaking moments over there when we do that hourly meeting. And I don't even realize it, but people started noticing that I started improving. And that's one of the things that comes with practice that I'm getting from you guys. Thank you guys again. So a little about me. I was born in Ukraine, in the city Odessa. It's the biggest city in Ukraine. It's the commercial city right on the Black Sea. Really beautiful city, beaches everywhere. If you guys want to need a good vacation spot, that would be a good spot to go. At age 7, I came to the United States. When we arrived here, we arrived in Massachusetts, and I remember as a kid walking through snow with snow up to half of your knees. Just walking through Massachusetts gets crazy snow, just in case you guys are wondering. We stayed there for a few months, and then we arrived to Portland, where I lived the majority of my life. Being the oldest in my family, came with a lot of responsibilities. Both of my parents started working, and I had to take care of my younger sisters. I had to make sure they got from school, did their homework, ate, went to sleep. As a kid, being that young and already having responsibilities makes you grow up a lot faster than you should. I also had to learn English. Well, as kids, you learn English really quick. I learned it, and right away I became the translator for my family. They would often take me to set up utilities, other little bill resolving issues, a bunch of little adventures throughout my childhood. From an early age, my dad introduced me to hard work and construction. My parents right away bought a house as soon as they could, and the American dream, right? And that came with a lot of work and bigger dreams. My dad decided he wanted to extend the square footage of the house, and it's a lot different building a house here than in Ukraine, let me tell you. Over there, you just build. Here, you have to do blueprints, you have to get inspections, permits, a lot of extra work. And reading those code books, if you guys ever read a construction code book, you know that you read that one sec code, and then you have to get a whole dictionary to translate that code. So a lot of my childhood I spent translating for my dad those code books because it took him 3 years. Every time he'd do side jobs, earn a little bit more money, and boom, buy some material and keep going with his project. So little by little, we got the house done. My dad would often take me in his side jobs, and so throughout my childhood, I got a chance to experience a lot of the different trades. When I finished high school, I thought I knew what construction was, or so I thought. My first construction business started at age 19, and that didn't work out too well. Let me tell you, drinking and running a business don't go hand in hand. For the next few years, I tried a couple different jobs. I tried real estate. I tried snowboarding instructor, door-to-door sales, accounting, other management positions or administrative positions. Eventually, I decided I want to get back to what I really enjoy, construction. In 2015, I started Greater Purpose Construction LLC. The name came from during that time I was really involved in a nonprofit organization, God Will Provide. I wanted to help like this mission was helping. They started rehab centers, churches, orphanages all over the world. At that time, I was helping organize an orphanage in Myanmar. I was the director of the outreach program in the country of Myanmar, which is located in Asia, right next to over there between India and Thailand. And I started my business wanting to help people like the same way that this organization was helping. What started as a small little side gig, just a little couple of side jobs so I have some money while I was doing this ministry, expanded, started growing faster than I expected. Pretty soon it became a full-time job for me. Every year our company just doubles in size, gets bigger and bigger. One of the biggest things that came values of our company is to provide the best customer service we can. Most of my customers, once they work with us, they don't want to go anywhere else. Last year was our busiest year ever. We completed over 400 projects with over 25 employees. We specialize in roofing, siding, painting, gutters, full exterior works. Well, guys, that's a little bit about me, about how I got into construction and my construction business. If you guys have any construction needs, I'm your man. Thank you, guys.